Maximum stats: body 17, quickness 8, strength 15, charisma 6, intelligence 6, willpower 9. Many people consider elves to be the most fortunate medicuments. They are more attractive and socially accepted than the other medicuments. Elves are taller than humans, but have slendier builds. Their hair is usually thicker, longer, and more luxurious than average. And their ears are like all elves have luscious maximum stats. 5, 9, quickness 11, strength intelligence 9, and willpower 9. Woo. You wanna be that? Okay, I'll read it. Shamans believe that their magic comes from the totem spirit that guides their life path. This relationship allows them to summon spirits and commands them to do their bidding. Shamans have the ability to conjure spells that mages cannot. Key attributes: charisma, peace, skill, spirit summoning, increasing this skill gains conjuring, key specialization, spirit of traditional samurai warrior and in the practices of modern combat. Some sell their skills for profit, while others work to take out the desirable scoundrels
Ooh, I like that one. Brandon on. Key attributes: body and strength or quickness, key skill, close range combat, or both, throwing weapons, and dodge. I like this one. It's ugly. What? knowing how to handle various situations, writing can be edge in certain conversations, choosing how to get from the list well. See that mean? It's when we have internet. No, it's okay. Charge Street. Oh, it's about H. Your apartment, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's got 4 walls, a roof, and isn't on fire. Even the cockroaches have fled in search of better accommodations. Not exactly a runner's dream pad, but right now it's all about all you have left. Running in the shadows is about feast or famine. One day you're Nova Hot, working jobs that allow you to eat at 5-star restaurants. The next, well, you're here. This one's famine for the aged. Slagging, fixer hasn't called. The money's running out, and then some sinless and free. What? Oh, sinless and free. Free to starve in the cracks of society run by megacorps who just want your union. Something needs to change. A slip of paper with your bank balance enough to cover it through the end of this week. It doesn't say. Your computer, state of the art in 2050, broken since 2059. Are you reading? You want to read his part or my part? Or our part? Okay. You read the one we choose which one, and I'll read the top. The screen leaps life, making you squint against its brightness. The face on the screen is laughing and wants. Hey buddy, hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. He giggles. He's drunk again, or worse. Another giggle. Oh, don't bother with your side of the conversation. I'm not really here. Just one reason for this vid. Someone finally geeked me. I'm dead. I probably had it coming. When you're an unsavory character like myself, you're too associated with other unsavory characters are often in unsavory business, like you, for example. So why am I dead? Who knows? Probably my fault. I wonder where you are right now. I bet you hit a big payday and you're living high on the hog somewhere. Some of us are born winners, and some of us are me. Hey, you remember that Ren Raku run when things went to hell and we lost Dowd? Or that makeshift saloon on the docks afterward? I really had your back that night, didn't I? Dowd, that's a name you haven't heard in a long time. Make the camera snap out to your character. Press the right. I've been running with New Larry for about 6 months now. He's a combat mage with a bad what? Sure. You've been running with New Larry for about 6 months now. He's a combat mage with a bad tattoo and a bad attitude. He knew Dowd almost as well as you did. Dowd never saw anybody die like that before, idiot. I hate this fraggin' city, demon oak. Okay, H, it's screamer about the rain. We lost a man tonight. So, Kyle, sorry. I'm just really ready to go home. Portland's way more my speed. I don't know, Demon. Sam is a good guy and can hold his own in the fight, but he's been hitting the bottle. Never want to run so far. But he needs watching. The run went sideways, 9 ways to Sunday. Now the fixer is late. What do you think we should do? I don't know, I'm not the brains of this operation, but I'm thinking we slide and run. The money's just not worth it. What happened to Dowd? Cut the direct, Sam. We both know why Dowd went down. It wasn't the fixer or some other paranoid chip dreamers. I've been waiting for this all night. Knew Larry has something he wants to say. Don't you, Larry? Go ahead, spill it. You were sloppy. Sloppy? You think I was sloppy? You've been twitchy all day, son. Look at your hands, they're shaking. You've been drinking, Sam. Wanna run? You're not a drop. Not today, not ever. It's okay. Something dawns on him. He leans into new Larry, amused and dangerous. We were set up. And he knows it. What? Yeah, that would mean you have to be 13. Oh, I can't use any of that because I'm streaming on Xbox. How come you couldn't geek that guy before you unloaded on Dowd? I've seen you firing a lightning bolt, son. Fling a lightning bolt on. He should have been burnt toast before the gun cleared the hole. New Larry checks his watch, licks his lips, looks over his shoulder. He's looking for someone and it's not the fixer. Okay, I can see where this is going. You clumbers are damaged. I'm out. How much did they pay you to sell us out, Larry? Honestly, it didn't take much. Just enough to get me back to Portland and set up with a Cush Corp job. I'm out of this racket. We've got incoming. New Larry relaxes and throws you a direct eating grin. Looks like my new Ren Raku friends are finally here. They're gonna take that hard drive off your corpse, buddy. We should choose our friends more carefully, Demon.
Okay. That guy.
Buy you a drink after this? You owe me several. wrong with that, I'm fine. Me, I do this. It's the only life I know. Well, you're a dumbass. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm not gonna outlast you. Yes, you can drink them. You're a fan. You're a fan's facing you. Take off the memory. Hey, had you back that night. You're back that night, didn't I? Now I'm asking myself, who would I? Who would care if I died? Who would give a rat back? Maybe better or worse. I set up a dead man switch to send you this call. I got 100,000 new yen insurance policy. Payable when you find decrease me. Live with a conviction or in a body bag with justification. Contact my law firm, Rogers, Menger, and McCain when the job is done. Okay? Camera tools to a well-dressed man sitting in the seat. Pursuant to Mr. Watswich's Rogers, Megan McCain installed secure, dedicated phone lines so you can contact us directly. We will then begin a verification process. Note that you may also be on secure landline. You must be on secure landline. I'm straightened up talk seriously first time. Look, Demon has led a direct life, and I've probably left a direct course. Hurt people, hurt myself. I don't know. Maybe I'll just want the last word. Maybe I just want someone to give a crap that I stuck there for. I'll get to the bottom of this. Someone will pay.
I'll get to the bottom of
I hope you just said yes. I found the locator chip slotted in my head these days. That's when my heart's out the way. Guess I'm headed back to Seattle. Dude, that was a long tutorial. Shoot, I forgot to read. Do I want to end the stream here? No, I'll just upload it in 15 minutes. You don't have to edit it. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf whistling in a tune. His broad grin says, I love my job a little more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. Sorry, I didn't expect any visitors at this hour, and some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, sir? Are you the coroner? I'm John Dresden, the Oregon Grinders branch manager here. So yeah, that makes me this franchise area's coroner too. And you are? No one you've ever heard of. Now tell me about Sam Watts. He faces you with a heart gaze. Careful, friend. I can have a Lone Star here in 2 minutes. Or make you think I know anything about Sam Watts. Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here. I see. Well, you're right. He's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. The press haven't caught wind of it yet. But with it being all the way out here in the Barrens, who told you he was dead? Sam's digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got sent a recorded message asking me to bring his killers to justice. Guess he had a hunch. The dwarf raised his eyes, smiled, wiping the suspicion from his face. A dead man's switching. Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over there. Here. He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was down now. I guess the classics never go out of style. He sighs, not my turn. That's what the Seattle press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that, like the original Jack, a Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel, but this one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim. Delicious, a trophy hunter. What was it? Walt's liver was clearly cut out. What else? How about the other lucky contestants? The first victim's heart was missing, and the third had the spleen removed. Dresden, get out here. Crap off my screen. It's just now noticed. Pick up this medicine. Yeah. Sam's body is half covered by a sterile surgical sheet, his face ash and mud. For the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest there's a small pencil thin line incision covered in dry blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted. Next to Sam are several plastic gloves containing the evidence found on his body from examined evidence. Moving things around, you can make out that it's a card from a place called the Seamstress Union. There's something handwritten on the back, but blood has made it eligible. It's standard, cheap, unsecured credit stick. No way of knowing it's on without sliding it. Definitely taking it. $300. Slot the credit stick as your account. Shirt. It's Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing, and blood is thoroughly soaked. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. That is disgusting. You can only see part of the note given the torn off bit. Sam, I feel terrible that we have been long to say I'm sorry. See you there. Love, Jessica. Towering over the diminutive corner is a homicide detective, the right out of central case constant. If you ignore the tusks, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow, you can smell the cheap aftershave from a mile away. So this is the new Ripper Vic. Watts' name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? So you insisted at the time. Come on, she offed herself. I had it on very good authority. Now let's go, Dresden. Give me something to Ripper case. My ticket to the lieutenant's pouch. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, then removes a single internal organ while they are still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed with a slim hand that knows his way around the scalpel. He has a decent understanding of the human medical. So I'm looking for a whacked out surgeon. Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels. These days it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to medicine aficionado. You're no damn help, dwarf. The Lone Star detective finally notices you. You know his superhuman powers of operation. Who the hell are you? Are you the detective on this case? I was hired by Sam Watts to assist you in finding his killer. The direct you were. If you get anywhere near my investigation, it will be you on the slab, elf. Dresden, give me more. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this week claiming my promotion. Dresden looks amused. Do you always make friends that easily? Well, he didn't really seem to like my type. He cocks his head to one side. Be straight with me. You really gotta work for the dead man. Sam was there when I needed him. I'm going to return the favor. Fascinating. Again, Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He's convicted. He convicted his own mother if it meant another 10 million a week in his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take. You have honor after a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we all have that in common. What can I help you with? What was that McCluskey said about Sam's mom? It's official report that she committed suicide about a year ago. Sounds like you disagree with the findings. My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. I can't say that it wasn't suicide, but there were unusual bruises on her upper arms, and she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. Have you heard of the Seamstress Union? It's a nearby club in the Barrens that attracts lowlifes. You'd probably like it. Me, I'm not really the going out type. Always too much to be done around here. Plus, the dead are just easier to get along with. You still use the scalpels. Doctors still learn how to use them in their first year of medical school, as do coroners. But neither profession uses them much anymore. It's possible some of the similar chop shops use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. Just need to know one last thing. Dresden looks up at you intently for a moment. You know, I might be able to do one better, but why don't you poke around those body lockers in the back and see if you can find anything useful? Do you know the murder site or not? Dresden says nothing. A small sly smile plays across his face. The cold storage drawer is labeled John Doe, but the internal thermostat said... What is so special about John Doe in the drawer? John Doe is a name you give somebody that doesn't have a name. The cold storage drawer opens to reveal the fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest, and just sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen. Whoa, easy there. In one quick move, jumps down from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, seemed unfazed and pretty well put together. He spot a data jack drilled into his temples, some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar, an interesting combination. I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? Doesn't feel like 6. You were just sleeping in a freezer for dead people. Don't tell me you haven't considered it. Cheaper than a coffin hotel. And the service is just as good. He chuckles. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, that's good. If you aren't after me, then what's your story? The latest Ripper victim, did you know him? Sam, he's not someone that cares. We used to drink together every now and then over at the Union. Decent enough guy, always in trouble over something or other. Jake yells toward the other side of the room. John, is this guy cool? Yeah, he's on the level, working for Sam. Believe it or not, some sort of dead man switch. I thought you could help him out. Maybe even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering. He pauses, might be sizing up, but it's hard to tell behind those shades. Alright then, the name's Jake, and you are... Call me Demon. Nice to meet you. Well, it sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right. I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night, the night of the poor guy. He was hanging at the Seamstress Union that night, tripped out and out. I've been laying low for a few days after a bad run. This is YouTube last week. Threw Sam out, so I did it. But now some gangers got the jump on me. Damn, maybe I need a soy calf after all my jump. What's wrong with this intestine? Or mouth's function. Thanks, John. You're a pal. big fat cork bounty on my head. Like I said, my shot out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got to jump on us. Damn gangers thought they could turn a quick profit off my head. Jake smiled and get the impression that it didn't work out so well for the gangers. Stam stumbled off during the fight though, and that's the last I saw of him until he turned up here, dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last day in this place. Great, so you don't know anything about his death. I know they found his body a block away from the Union, just lying there in broad daylight. That's the Barrens for you. Jason staring at his expression now, back for him and glasses. Shame though, wish I'd been there if those slagging gangers hadn't come along. Tell you what, you look like you could handle yourself. I'm afraid I could use some backup instead of the spirit of time. The leaders got the whole gang searching for Barrens for me. We get rid of Barrens. In return, I'll take you to a place where Sam was murdered. Not safe to hit the streets alone at night, trust me. Jake eyes you up and down, and maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. I do like a bit of street justice every now and then. Alright, Jake, count me in. Great, I've been hiding out here ever since that run-in with this Halloweeners, whiny bunch of gangers with this stretch of the Barrens, their turf. Hell, I'm surprised you even made it to the morgue in one piece without packing some pee. Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. So you need a weapon. Pistol, shotgun, SMG, or a rifle. Probably a rifle. AK-97. You don't like library windows, do you? Never mind. Here's a rifle you can borrow. So ready for an evening out in the town? If you're buying. Hey, I've already provided the party favors.